4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. Luke, I am not your father. Let me stop losing my mind. Anyway, I'm good. I'm good. Salutations. Salutations, folks. Dare I say I am back. Happy May 4th. May the 4th be with you. You know, last we saw our hero, he was live streaming somewhere at an undisclosed location in Brooklyn on the mean streets of Red Hook. Somebody gonna think I'm crazy. I'm not losing my mind though. I'm not losing my mind. It's a beautiful day out there. Hopefully, if you're out there, you socially distancing and being safe and doing all that stuff that I guess smart people will be doing. I don't want to call people not smart, but that's another story. Actually, I was going to talk about something totally different. I wasn't going to talk about this particular subject, but I thought it would be right just to be positive and upbeat, with what's going on. Let me make sure my stuff is good. I got to fix my headphones. Excuse me. And what I wanted to talk about is teacher appreciation. It's not easy for the teachers out there that are either remotely teaching and remotely trying to get the lessons to these children. You appreciate the teachers more, especially now that folks is on quarantine, on lockdown. So, it becomes that much more of a thing. It becomes that much more prevalent. I mean, I know a lot of people miss these teachers now. So what's going on, Robin McCarthy? Appreciate you out there. I know you're a teacher. Definitely appreciate you for what you're doing. So exactly, it's not easy out there dealing with people's children, especially when they have all kind of issues. They have all kind of things going on. I know some people believe that some teachers shouldn't be getting paid. That is what it is when it comes to that. But yeah, what's going on, Robin? Appreciate you. But I was looking at it and it was saying some ideas for those people that want to appreciate teachers. This passionforsavings.com says 18 quarantine appreciating ideas for teachers appreciation week 2020, because that's what this is. One of the things you can do for a teacher in quarantine is you can print a class photo. If you want to give the teacher that, you could do that. That's something that you could do. Second thing you could do is send your teacher a box of Fab Fit Fun. I have no idea what Fab Fit Fun is, but that's something you can Google. That's a bunch of merchandise and production code stuff that you can send people. We're not going to get into that. You could give the teachers the book of the gift of audio books. Maybe you want audible.com, find out your teacher's your favorite audio books, do a survey, go on Zoom, find out what's going on with that. Another thing you could do is you could send an e-gift card if you appreciate the teachers. You want to let them know how much you care, how much you love them and all that other stuff, and you appreciate them, and you send them like an e-gift card. That's one of the things you could do. You could order yard signs, put yard signs out there. Nothing political, unless they, Trump supporters or, Biden supporters. That would get kind of weird, but just a yard sign saying that you appreciate the teachers. You don't want to get too crazy with that. So that's one of the things you could do. You can send nice emails. That's something you could do as well. You could send a school a card. You can send a school a gift card, in your appreciation for teachers. You can arrange a pickup, a restaurant pickup, a delivery. Maybe your teachers are hungry. Maybe you want to give them something. Maybe you want to feed them. Maybe you want to let the teachers know you don't want them to starve. I don't know. You can send them an Amazon wish list of things, especially if you want to get together. No teachers in NY Trump supporters. Well, you never know. I would like to take a survey on that, on teachers out there that may be Trump supporters. I know there's one of you out there, maybe one of you, maybe not a whole lot of you, but there's one of you that are probably Trump supporters. We'll see that. You could do Zoom signs. You could go on Zoom and speak to your teachers interactively through the Zoom chat and send them stuff like that. You could do that. Send your love through Zoom and let them know that you appreciate them. You could send them flowers, for flower places that are open. Find out your favorite flowers and whatnot, floral arrangements and things like that you could send to the teachers. That'll be something that you could do, definitely. You could change your profile photo to just show appreciation, saying you love the teacher on your profile photo, saying, hey, we miss you, we love you. Actually, kids are actually missing school for some reason. I don't know what this COVID-19 is doing, but it's doing something strange. Kids actually want to go back to school. My nieces and nephews, they want to actually get back to school. They're probably tired of watching Netflix or Googling this or YouTubing that or TikTok this. I mean, it gets fun for the first 30 days. After a while, you can only find so many challenges, right foot in, left foot out, Tootsie slide, whatever. I don't know. That's not my thing. You could definitely do a drive-by parade. That's a little bit that's a little bit too extracurricular for me. I'm not doing a drive-by parade to say I appreciate the teacher, but hey, if it's really your favorite teacher, if you really like the teacher, maybe you could drive by their house or drive by the school and I don't know, throw some confetti or something like that to say that you appreciate them. You can send community ribbons, from the community to the teachers to the school, to let them know that you appreciate the teachers and stuff like that. And there's a whole host of other things that you could do that I'm not going to get into. But the idea of it all is that you can contact the teachers that you care about, the ones that are doing their job, the ones that are putting forth an effort to teach the kids, because good teachers are hard to find, especially here in New York City, with it being segregated, with a whole host of issues that come with the educational system. So when you find a good teacher, that's the diamond in the rough. Appreciate that teacher. Don't just skip over them. And this is not just for New York as well. This is for, New Jersey, Chicago, Ohio, Mississippi, wherever you are. If you have good teachers out there, be appreciative to them. Be grateful to the fact that some teachers are actually still trying to teach your kids. It's a challenge. It's a challenge because as parents, I'm not saying I'm a parent, but as parents, I've seen a lot of parents. I got no kids out there. I've seen a lot of parents who are struggling. They're struggling trying to figure out this whole thing, and then they're starting to realize, wow, regardless of how you feel about teachers, they do have an intense, challenging job trying to get kids to learn, trying to get kids to understand. Because what's happening is that you're shaping the future leaders of tomorrow, the future doctors, the lawyers, the engineers, the entrepreneurs, the politicians, the thinkers, the artists, the movers and shakers of tomorrow. So it is important. It is important to show appreciation. It is important to let people know that their job matters. Because they talk about the frontline workers, they talk about the people, out there risking their lives for folks, and kudos to them, shout outs to them too. But there's a lot of teachers out there who give their all, who put forth an effort. Are there teachers out there who just there for a check? Yeah, of course. There's a lot of people out there just for a check, but you can find that in any job. But in this particular time, especially on this particular day, this particular week, I think is, just to be cognizant of the fact that there are the teachers out there that are really trying to help our kids. There are teachers out there that really are doing the Zoom chats, that are doing the Skypes, that are doing the one-on-one sessions, that are really out there trying to put forth their effort to make sure that the kids get what they need. And I know this may not be a popular thing for everybody. Some people may feel differently. And I'm not telling you you can't feel differently if you feel like there's teachers out there that are not doing what they're supposed to do. But like I'm saying, in these COVID times, in this quarantine season, be mindful that there are people that are actually concerned about your kids' health and well-being, but as well as their mind. They're concerned about them being, in the mood or learning or actually, making sure that they are ready for the next grade. Because there's a lot of parents out there, unfortunately, in a lot of situations where folks are not really too concerned with what the kids are learning, or they're not too concerned, like, okay, you're out of school, you're just out of school for now. But like I said, kudos, and my hat goes off, even though I don't have kids, even though I'm not in that situation. Like I said, no kids. I don't care what anybody say, I got no kids. That are actually, there are people that give a damn, that care, that are concerned, that actually want to see kids thrive. And to me, the best thing you can do, you can give a child is a future. And there's a lot of these teachers out there that are striving, that are fighting, even in the midst of these challenging times, that are fighting to give these kids a future, especially with what's going on. It's a tough world. You need every advantage that you could get. The system, it is what it is. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's not really fair to people. It's not always equal. And sometimes knowledge, is the great equalizer. How you apply it, how you use it, how you, make it, work towards what you need to do. And I'm grateful that we still have teachers, we still have people that care. There's a lot of people out there who still care. There's a lot of concerned folks, who really want these children to succeed, who really want to see these children thrive and flourish and go into tomorrow and be productive citizens and be productive people. Think about it. You probably had a teachers that you look back on when you were a kid, when you were in third grade, or, maybe you were in junior high school or high school, somebody you could look back that was almost like a mentor, or almost like a father figure for some people that come from broken homes. Sometimes it's a situation where they've helped you in situations get scholarships or get into better situations that you never would have had you not been in that particular school, or had you not met that particular person that mentored you and guided you through. So for all the controversy that comes around us, surrounds teachers and teaching and how people feel or may not feel about it, it is important, I think, to take note of the fact that, you know what, there are good teachers out there. There are people that deserve appreciation. There are people that deserve, our applause. There are people out there that actually, give a damn about our child's future. And regardless of how anybody may feel on a negative way, I think that's something to be cognizant of, because not everybody may care. Not everybody puts forth their effort. Not everybody is in tune with that. So, for that, I just say, thank you to the teachers, to the ones out there shaping the future, to the ones out there giving a damn, to the ones out there caring, to the ones out there really putting 110%, to the ones out there that are making sure their kids stay on a regular schedule, to the ones out there that are making sure the kids' mental health and their emotional states is together. Shout out to you, appreciate you, because it's important, and especially for parents, especially for people that are struggling, especially if you come from, a broken home, or you're a single mother or single father, it's important to have that help, that support, that guidance there. And I know there's a lot of people who appreciate how hard it is a teacher's job is, because it's not easy teaching these kids this stuff. It's not easy teaching a kid trying to deal with the socioeconomic issues that are going on with them, to, maybe his abuse issues at home and stuff like that. And then bring the kid into school and to teach them and to try to focus them and to have them guided and moving in a direction where they actually can better their lives, or they can actually do something productive as a citizen, as a human being in this world. And teachers play a vital role, a key role in that. And sometimes we forget that, because, a lot of kids, may get just dropped off at school and we may not think about it, maybe an afterthought. What I say with teachers, when you send them to these schools, to these institutions, to these educational places, it's not just a place to drop your kids off. It's not just a place to get your kids, some food, and sustenance. It's just so for a couple of hours while you go do your thing. No, these are places of learning. These are places of nurturing. These are places that will either make or break the futures of our citizens of tomorrow, of our great thinkers. It is the difference between whether or not you're going to have somebody, become a villain, or become a productive citizen, or become the next great mind, the next great person, the next hero, whatever it is. And not to get dramatic with that. Like I said, I'm not saying they're raising up Avengers, but who knows, in some ways maybe. But the thing is, I don't want to lose sight of that, just because, a lot of people, may be caught up in their own struggle, or caught up in whatever they're doing. Teachers matter. They should be appreciated. They should be heralded. They should be put right there with the frontline workers. They should just be appreciated as much, I can say more, but just as much in the same reverence as other frontline workers are. So in that note, I say thank you. Appreciate you folks. Be safe, at this time. Be true to God, be true to people, be true to yourself. Talk to you later.